teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth.
Guys, many men, about 50 times. My parents quickly realized that he was listening to my music, so they made me in a room just with the two of them. I was like 12 years old. They made me read out the lyrics to them, like the entire
song. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The offense will get the first crack at it here. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
It's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force feed this guy the football, baby.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you throw to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The give on the inside. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it's
nothing but green ahead. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Oh, you're in that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Is it almost it out?
Incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Oh, okay.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job.
Get on the road.
Touch pass on the right. And he'll be brought down.
And these little touch
damn,
passes,
bro.
They're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in these booth days if I were allowed to make push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
He'll start the return inside his spot. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the 1st time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job on it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Really nice run there. No, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And the ball's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall that just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Snags it over the middle. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Fast motion from the offense. He wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer, take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Blue. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. On target over the middle. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Alabama pushing the tempo. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got
some room headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown time.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Baylor. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This offense has a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for them.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on the first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Pressure coming. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Shakes off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Going up top on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete to the left. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Unfortunate to get it back.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. The snap sets up the throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to run it. It's blue. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And and sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They'll try to
Where
run
you
for
going?
it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going for it all. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Bama! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top.
Makes the catch down the right side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. First down, 10 yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Gators headed quickly to the line. The RPO, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quick pass on the fly motion. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to bring it out. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. Grabbed behind the line, it's Santiago. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you never complain.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Hooks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled the
Oh, my God.
It's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Offense getting set for first down. And that pass picked off.
I can't believe you got caught.
In on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Gator! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got it behind the line. It's Blue. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties and linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass.
I can get out of it.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Now he's going to break the pocket.
Oh, my God.
The senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around. Does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
What?
Man quickly. Down
The
to
fuck was
the
that?
3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other side.
Oh, my God.
Got it. Touchdown.
How was that so
Crimson
easy?
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down.
Oh, they cheating me.
First down, stop the clock, get some momentum.
They cheating me.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in
Oh, they
position.
cheating me. I
And
pressed.
the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quick catch on third down. He gets it
Wow.
so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So All this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. The Gators will hustle to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Still looking on the move. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Using the quick game. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense.
Touchdown, Florida! And they're on top here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later. But take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He looks that one in nicely. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Gator! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Man, that could not have gone any worse.